So, I've recently become aware of a specific theory that says that the internet is basically dead now, and it's just bots talking to other bots in a bid by government agencies to make sure humans don't interact with each other anymore. This theory might feel completely nuts, but contrary to most conspiracy theories, this one actually relies on a small kernel of truth, and that's the rise of freaking bots and AI-generated content that is polluting the entire internet. So today I thought I would explain what the dead internet theory is, why it relies on some very real concerns that, as usual, have been stretched to their breaking point by some weirdos on the internet. Just like I'm the weirdo who is stretching this sponsor segue to its limit. This video is sponsored by Squarespace, your all-in-one platform to create, publish, and manage your own website. Squarespace has really easy tools to make sure anyone can end up with a nice looking, well-optimized website, no matter if you know how to code or not. Squarespace has what they call their blueprint system, which lets you pick from a variety of templates that are pre-built and will suit any type of website. And they even have the SEO tools you need to make sure your website doesn't end up in the last page of Google's search results. To go further, Squarespace has their own design engine to create your own pages. You can just drag and drop elements where you want them, and you can change the colors, the fonts, and just tweak the template however you want. And then you can add some extra features like creating your own online shop with a complete payment system. You can design your own logo from Squarespace, book your own domain name. So click the link in the description below to give Squarespace a shot, and you'll even get 10% off your first domain or website purchase. So what do these people say is happening to the internet exactly? The gist of the dead internet theory is that the internet has apparently now been completely taken over by artificial intelligence and is now completely empty and devoid of real human people. They even go as far as calling it entirely sterile. They also say that all the human-generated content that you see, like YouTube videos, is in fact AI-generated. And I can assure you, I am most definitely not an AI-generated person, which is exactly what an AI-generated person would say if it had been instructed to. Although I do wish some people were actually AI-generated and not real people, like this terrible TikTok interview trend.
What's your body count? Make me laugh to prove cats are funny. Do your most viral TikTok dance.
Now, this is pretty strange as a belief in itself, but the people subscribing to this theory go even further, because this couldn't just be companies doing this kind of crap for monetary reasons. It has to be politically motivated. So the people behind this theory also think that this is helped by a group of influencers who are working for the government. And it always makes me laugh when I hear or read people talking about the government. Which one? These people know that there are other countries than the United States. Are all countries doing this? Are they all in cahoots? Are all wars even real and happening? This goes even deeper than I imagined. Now, to justify this weird theory, they use a few things here and there, like the fact that there are so many accounts that just post the same exact type of stuff, like we see repeat articles every few years about a moon-related event or an eclipse, because celestial events are apparently supposed to be a one-off. They also say that deepfakes are proof that everything is AI-generated. They cite weird posts on Facebook, where tons of accounts use terribly bad AI-generated images. Basically, all the crap we see online these days to make a quick buck is used as an argument for this theory. And you know, that's one way to look at it, and it's probably easier to believe that this is all a psyop designed by the US government, instead of just accepting that most humans are lazy bastards and they will take the least ethical, fastest route to make a little bit of money, which leads to all this AI-generated stuff, low-effort, clickbaity recuperation of videos, plagiarism, or inflammatory blue-check posts on Twitter. Also, do the people talking about this theory between themselves online think that they're the only humans left on the internet, like they're the John Connors of the modern web fighting the good fight against bots and AI? Because everyone else is a bot but me, well, then why are you writing all of this? Who is it for exactly? Now, they also tack on some even flimsier arguments, like the fact that 8chan was taken down, that's surely a sign of some deeper agenda, or the fact that the Anon movement is widely reviled by most sane people. It can't be that these things were just breaking the law in many countries, or that they're propagating hateful misinformation. It had to be a government move to kill the internet. But behind all this nonsensical idiocy, there is a kernel of truth, and the sad reality is that the internet is actually completely filled with bots and AI-generated crap. First, the bots. Bots aren't inherently bad. They can just be tools, like something that displays the score for a sports ball game, or a bot that will save a message for you, or a bot that generates a haiku in a Reddit post. But bots are generally just used to spread crap and scams and misinformation. And it is true that bots have been taking over the internet. Like, just go ahead and scroll to the comments section, filter them out by the most recent. You'll see that the first comments, seconds after I published this video, are all from bots. Profile pics of boobs or bikinis or butts, and watered down lame things like, "Love your work, keep the good show, video was great, I loved your analysis." And if you didn't know better, you could think that all of these bots are just here to talk to other bots to make the illusion that the internet is still alive. But in reality, they're just here to get a quick like or two from people who don't necessarily notice that they're bots, so the account behind the bot gains some legitimacy and can then infiltrate other videos with URLs for scams and just trying to make a buck on gullible, naive people. On the topic of bots, look at Twitter. Musk even tried to use the number of bots on the platform to back down from buying Twitter. Twitter said at the time they had under 5% bot accounts. Musk commissioned a few companies to study that, and they reached very different conclusions, going as high as 13% bot content on Twitter. Do you think those bot numbers went lower or higher after Musk dropped the entire moderation team from Twitter? And I'll give you a hint, it's not lower. Earlier this year, a few tests were conducted, and some threads on X were found to be 100% bots, with no real human beings interacting there. Something about marine reefs in that specific case. One like in 10 on X is apparently delivered by a porn bot. Why would people spend money developing and hosting bots that talk about pretty mundane things like that? Well, it's not just to make the internet feel alive, it's to build credibility for the bot, to increase its follower numbers before turning it to another purpose, either a scam or a disinformation campaign to try and sway the minds of people on one issue or another. Which is where the dead internet theory has a few things right. Yes, some of these bots are made by actors that want to sell you on something, whether it's to sell you a product, legit or not, or to influence your opinion, to influence the election either domestically or in a foreign country. Yes, that's the case. Just like TV channels always did, just like newspapers, videos, articles, podcasts, and whatever else always did. Only someone who only grew up with the internet and didn't know the world without it would think that it's something brand new that they discovered. Yes, people are trying to sell you on stuff, ideas or products through whatever media they can find. This has been happening since the very first newspaper was printed, my boy. Has it gotten worse? Yes, it has, because the internet is a highway where newspapers and even TV are little country roads. They will take you home to the place where they want you to belong, but the internet, it has viral potential. You can share things that impacted you to thousands of people in minutes. Whereas with TV and press, you would have to talk about what you read to just your immediate circle of other human beings, which instantly limits the reach of such things. So the dead internet theory isn't wrong when they say it's a lot of bots talking to other bots, but they're wrong on why this is happening. It's not some form of shadow government trying to manipulate your mind. It's the usual same actors as always, trying to make a buck or to push their own agenda, just like every other form of media has always done. But the rise of these bots is nothing compared to the rise of the AI-generated content. Because yes, while bots were a nasty problem when they didn't have the backing of the entire internet's worth of content behind them, stolen and distilled to its most unethical, now that they can be powered by things like Claude or ChatGPT or Llama, they are insanely capable. But AI isn't just used to power bots, it's also used by bots and humans to post other stuff. Just imagine you're a boomer and go navigate to Facebook. What you'll probably see there is a lot of AI-generated images that, when scrolling by them, look okay, like motivational messages or pictures of nice landscapes, or even stuff that pulls on your heartstrings, like a disabled person or an orphan with titles like "Why does no one repost this?" or "I know no one will share this, but love, love, heart emoji." And if you don't pay attention, these look like real posts from real humans. But if you look at them for a second, then you notice the cracks. Why is Jesus made of shrimps? Why is this clock starting to melt? And why is this wooden beam the least straight I've ever seen in my entire life? Wait, why does this kid have 3 arms? This is just the ultimate form of clickbait, one that takes 0 effort to make, looks real enough to get a quick like from people who are just scrolling with their eyes blank as they sit on their porcelain throne. And once you have enough likes and your bot is actually credible, then you can start using it to post scams or to try to sell some crap, legit or not, or to try to spread certain views and opinions and the like. What these bots and their AI-generated content do is just mimicking the things that go viral. This is what humans have always done ever since there was a like counter underneath something you posted. The only difference here is that it can be done in seconds, it takes 0 effort, you can do it without leaving your couch, or you can even entirely automate it. And of course, to understand why this crap is being propagated so much, we always end up at the same point: the almighty algorithms. Because you might be wondering, this is really crap content. No one should like this, or want to watch it, or want to engage it and share it at all. Except, as I said, people who scroll over this in passing tend not to notice all the fake smoothness and weird language and image problems. Whether it's an AI-generated image or a bot posting something like "love your work, keep it up." And so people drop a courtesy like or simply do not report the account. And since all platforms make use of algorithms to show you things they think you will like instead of things you're actually following or that you subscribe to, this crap is shared again and again. Algorithm sees a like, algorithm pushes the picture of the 100-year-old grandma to yet another doomscroller. Doomscroller likes the photo because their own grandma turns 98 next week, and so algorithm sees like and the circle repeats. Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook says recommended posts now account for 30% of users' feeds, which is a wild understatement because it is obviously way more than that. Your X timeline, if you don't live in Brazil, isn't just people you follow. And if you live in Brazil, your X timeline is full of nothing because this country had the good sense of blocking this dumpster fire there. The homepage of YouTube is mostly populated by creators you are not subscribed to. And even your subscription feed might not show you all the videos from all the channels you are subscribed to if you have a lot of those. But that is because of money, not because of a secret government agenda. Companies just want you to spend more time on their platforms so they can show you more ads. So they will repost and share everything that gets the most like. And since people tend to like the stuff that talks to them, even though it's visibly crap and AI generated, then that's what gets reposted and shared. And humans are also doing this as well when they post AI-generated crap or just really bad clickbaity content. I'm not adverse to money. I've been known to make click-worthy titles as well. Although I did manage to avoid the stupid shocked face on my thumbnails up until this point, which might explain why my channel isn't bigger. Or maybe it's just because I make pretty mid videos for a very small niche. Who knows? So, is the dead internet theory right? Is the internet actually dead? Of course not. It's just, much like the real world, completely polluted. Us humans are really good at making sure we destroy everything we create or everything we were given. And we did the same to the internet. We made a nice place where people can talk about things, share ideas, and interact with each other. And then we grabbed the capitalist playbook and hammered it onto the internet, meaning everything is money driven. And as with all money driven things, it turned into a polluted hellhole. Then we developed generative AI and it made making money even easier with even less effort. Results are always worse than human-made things. But since humans have a very low bar for attention and quality these days, most people don't seem to notice the difference, and so the cycle continues. So no, the internet isn't dead. It's not even mostly bots talking to each other with AI-generated content. It's still mostly humans with a lot of AI-generated content and bots trying to influence them, sell them stuff, or scam them, whether it's, I don't know, a product, an idea, an opinion, a scam, or crypto, or the last two were the same thing. It's just the next step after human-made clickbait. Clickbait was always about making the most money with the least efforts, and AI and bots made that even easier, and so AI and bots are now used to make clickbait. It's not a secret agenda from a shadow government, it's the late-stage capitalism that we all live in and we all kind of subscribe to. So no, the dead internet theory isn't real, it's just a theory, a game theory. What isn't theoretical though is our sponsor, Tuxedo Computers. They make laptops and desktops that ship with Linux out of the box. All the hardware has been picked and tested specifically because it runs well with Linux. They even contribute patches upstream to fix issues that they encounter during their testing of said hardware. They have a lot of choices that should fit every need and every price point, from small, relatively affordable laptops all the way up to giant gaming towers and workstations, and Tuxedo Computers is all I use these days. All my videos, podcasts, Patreon and member exclusive content is made on one of their laptops, the Infinity Book Pro 16, and all my gaming needs are served by a Tuxedo Cube, one of their relatively small form factor PC. So if you need a new computer, you want to run Linux, and you want to support a company that actually contributes to Linux's development, click the link in the description below and get yourself a computer from Tuxedo. They're really, really good. So thanks everyone for watching the video, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments, drop a like, subscribe, turn on the bell, whatever else, you know how this works. And if you really enjoyed the channel, links in the description to support it with a bunch of perks for Patreon subscribers and YouTube members. Thanks for watching, and I guess you'll see me in the next one. Bye!